Streaming on clickorlando.com. You're watching News 6 at 10. Tonight on News 6, the search for a suspect after a man says he was scammed in a Walmart parking lot. What officials say the suspect did to gain the victim's trust. Plus, frustrated parents in Orange County, the school consolidation plans and have many upset. And 6 more Marion County Fire and Rescue employees are without a job. The new details we're learning about a hazing investigation. Scammed out of what Apopka police say was a big sum of cash. Investigators are releasing surveillance images of the man they say convinced the victim to hand over the money, gaining their trust through a shared religious belief. News 6 Orange County community correspondent Troy Campbell is at the Walmart where law enforcement says it all went down.
Imagine walking out of this Walmart and being approached by a stranger who convinces you a story that somehow leads you to handing over a large sum of money. Well, investigators say that happened to somebody here at this Walmart, and now they're looking to find him.
Be aware of all of your surroundings. Be aware of who you're talking to.
Somebody like that shouldn't be able to get away with doing something like that.
Shoppers outside this Walmart along the 1700 block of South Orange Blossom Trail in Apopka saying they're cautious about who they speak to when approached by a stranger.
Well, first, you can't talk to everybody, especially around the holidays. Like, it's just not safe. I mean, quick conversations. You shouldn't be sharing religious belief, sharing anything personal.
Apopka police have released these surveillance images of a man they say scammed someone out of money outside of the Walmart. Investigators say the man approached the victim and told them he had recently inherited a large sum of money and wanted to donate to charity while gaining the victim's trust by discussing shared religious beliefs.
I just bought something from a religious organization over there, and I would like to help them. But if you have somebody like this, it's kind of hard to know who to trust.
Police say a second individual briefly showed up to legitimize the suspect's story. Ultimately, they say the suspect got away with, quote, a large sum of money.
That makes me feel sick. Yeah, that makes me feel sick.
And hoping they can maybe get it back somehow.
I hope so.
Scammers get you on the phone, they get you on the computer, but then now they get also in person.
Yeah. No, the scamming thing is getting out of control. Like, you can't even trust nothing.
Shoppers say others should be aware as well.
They need to put pictures up inside of Walmart. They need to alert the shoppers, because I would not just see that person and be like, oh, Monty, that's the person.
In case he were to return here.
Exactly. Right. So they need to put something out.
What's your advice to anybody who recognizes the man in these images that they're looking for?
I say turn him in. You know, those people deserve justice.
And again, Apopka police say anyone who recognizes that man is asked to call Apopka police or Crime Stoppers. I'm your community correspondent, Troy Campbell, News 6.
They are sad, they are mad, because if we knew this with time, we can do something for our school.
I want them to know that we are doing what we believe is best for the children and their opportunities.
It is an ongoing back and forth between Orange County public school leaders and parents. Parents are upset and worried, some asking why shut their school and shift their students around if a new school is going up nearby. We've been telling you the Orange County School District is considering closing 7 schools, including McCoy Elementary. The district says declining enrollment and rising costs are driving the decision. But that is just not sitting well with parents. Your Orange County community correspondent Jarrell Baker is getting answers.
Several parents are asking why McCoy Elementary School is under fire after Orange County Public Schools announced Tuesday they'll be moving forward with a plan that could lead to the closure of 7 schools, including McCoy.
They say a low enrollment, but we built a bunch of schools in the same area. Well, why did we do that?
Parents point to the millions the district spent building a new school nearly 20 minutes away off of Dowden Road and the recent opening of Vista Point Elementary in 2020. Money they believe could have been used to keep McCoy open.
They are sad, they are mad, because if we knew this with time, we can do something for our school.
I share these concerns with the district. Officials say that newer schools were planned years in advance. Officials also said that McCoy's building, replaced in 2005, is now the oldest in the area, making it more expensive to maintain.
I want them to know that we are doing what we believe is best for the children and their opportunities.
Parents also raised concerns about merging with lower-graded schools like Ventura Elementary and question why schools like Vista Lakes Elementary, operating at around 56% capacity, are not being considered for closure. They add that other schools like Vista Lakes offer specialized programs that McCoy does not. District leaders also say that enrollment is down about 4% over the last 3 years, nearly 10,000 students fewer.
We are a community, and we want just don't destroy that.
Parents say that they're hoping to hear more details about the consolidation plan at the upcoming county meetings. In Orange County, Jarrell Baker, News 6.
To Marion County now, where the county says 6 more fire and rescue employees, including anyone in a leadership position on duty during the day of a hazing incident back in November, has been fired. According to the chief, James Banta, these new firings are a result of a comprehensive internal affairs investigation with the help of the Marion County Sheriff's Office. The investigation has also cleared 2 additional employees. Back in November, 4 members of Marion County Fire Rescue were fired and arrested with serious criminal charges. The Sheriff's Office investigation found the victim was subjected to escalating harassment during his shift and later chased down in the parking lot. 3 of 4 arrested face kidnapping, battery, and robbery charges, while the 4th is charged with robbery and accessory to robbery. All 4 have bonded out of jail. Live look now at our Launch Credit Union Port Cam. We have the weekend approaching very quickly. It's here for you probably. Many wondering how the forecast will be. Luckily, we have a guy. We know a guy. Meteorologist Jonathan Kegas.
Hey guys, yeah, we are watching the cooler air spill in behind our cold front. That is pretty much going to be held towards areas northwest of I-4, and notice the difference in temperature, about 10 degrees from Orlando to Ocala. We're in the low 50s now, mid-60s in Orlando, mid-60s in Mico, Palm Bay. Good evening. We are at 68. That cooler air trickles back down across the Florida Peninsula tonight as the wind kind of backs off from the gusty wind that we had earlier today. Tomorrow, I think we all start off on the cooler side, 40s and 50s, but a very quick warm-up coming in the pipeline as we get into the afternoon, into the early stages of the day. There's 67 by 11, low to mid-70s by 1 o'clock under a mainly sunny sky. Once we get into the rest of the weekend, it gets even warmer. That warm-up continues. We'll break that part of the forecast down coming up at about 10:19.
You're a scumbag! Robert! You're a scumbag!
This is what Daytona International Airport looked like when Robert Goodwin was extradited to Volusia County from California. Goodwin's accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from more than 100 Seabreeze High students and chaperones for a class trip to Europe. And he faced a judge for the first time today. A Volusia County judge set Robert Goodwin's bond at $4 million, and he has to surrender passports if he posts bond. He's charged with 2 counts each of organized scheme to defraud and grand theft. Today, the Justice Department began releasing its long-awaited files on Jeffrey Epstein. Many of the records are already in the public domain, while videos inside of the jail where Epstein died. CBS's Erica Brown has more on the fallout from Washington.
Thousands of Epstein files were released on the DOJ website hours before the midnight deadline, including audio recordings, printed documents, video, and photos of powerful men in Epstein's circle and other celebrities. Epstein's book of contacts contains President Trump's name, his late wife, and their daughter Ivanka. A list of hundreds of girls or young women listed as masseuses has their names hidden. Some members of Congress and survivors who push for the law to release the files tell CBS News the redactions are heavier than expected.
There's been a lot of effort and money and time put into redactions, not to protect victims, but to protect people in power.
The law is very clear that any redaction has to be justified in writing.
The Justice Department did not release all of the files as required by law, saying they're reviewing documents to protect victims' identities. 2 Democratic leaders called any delay a violation of federal law and said they are exploring legal options to compel the department to release all the files. President Trump initially sought to block the release of the files, accusing Democrats of using the Epstein case to undermine his accomplishments.
It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them. And it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax.
But in a statement Friday, the White House insisted that by releasing the files, The Trump administration is the most transparent in history. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Keeping criminals away from kids. Florida lawmakers are introducing a new alert system aimed at informing schools when danger is nearby. Your Orange County community correspondent, Tylisa Hampton, is learning more about the law and who it's named for.
This act focuses on preventative steps before danger goes inside a school. It will require local law enforcement to alert schools and child care facilities if danger is nearby. Can you tell me why this alert act, why it's necessary and needed?
In situations of imminent threat, seconds matter.
Florida lawmakers are considering the Yaya Alert Act. Representative Rashawn Young says it would create a real-time alert system for active threats, making it mandatory for law enforcement to push out notifications to child care facilities, schools, and those who sign up for it when a threat is in a 3-mile radius. This would include if a person suspected of a crime is on the run, a homicide, or if police find someone is a threat to public safety.
Making sure that there are these safeguards in place to really prioritize the health and well-being of our children.
With what the nation is seeing about the mass shooting at Brown University and that suspect being linked to the death of the MIT professor, how is something like this that preventative step to making sure danger never reaches a school?
We are chiseling away at this greater boulder of violence in our communities and really taking back the agency and license in our hand to say we are going to maintain security and safety in our community. And it starts with legislation like this.
The act's title is named after 9-year-old Tiana Major, who was one of 3 people killed, including local TV reporter Dylan Lyons, in a Pine Hill shooting.
In 2023, when Tiana's mother picked her up from school, the suspect was still on the loose.
Young says this act would make sure everyone is aware and every child stays safe.
It cannot stop at extending condolences. There has to be action.
Now, Young says as of right now, the act has a lot of bipartisan support. So if there is no objection or changes, it could go into effect as early as late next year. Reporting, I'm your Orange County community correspondent, Tylisa Hampton.
Many kids are writing letters to Santa asking for toys and games, while others are asking for something simpler, like a safe place to play. Still to come, how you can help make that wish a reality. And major progress being made in Lake County after damaging floods, the project that helped rebuild and reopen the community ahead of schedule. You're watching News 6 at 10. We are live on a Friday night covering Oviedo, Deltona, and all of Central Florida. This portion of the news is sponsored by Central Florida Honda Dealers.
Dear Santa, I want to learn new things, maybe even be the first in my family to graduate college.
While kids around the world are busy writing letters to Santa detailing what toys they want under the tree this year, some local kids are writing letters with a different wish. And one local nonprofit is doing its best to make those dreams come true. News 6 anchor Lisa Bell went to the Boys and Girls Club in Orlando's West Lakes community, where kids are having a safe place and they're wishing for a brighter future.
Dear Santa, I want to be around people who believe in me.
Kids at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Florida are writing letters to Santa with a different wish this year.
Dear Santa, I want a safe place to play after school.
It's all part of an effort to raise awareness and money for the nonprofit. The Boys and Girls Club mission is to give kids a positive place where they can learn and grow in a safe environment.
So our Dear Santa campaign has kids actually writing letters to Santa about what matters most to them. But what's really striking is that they're not asking for toys. They're asking for mentors that believe in them, caring adults, a place where they can explore career paths and skill development, academic success. The vision is in the long term and not just with a toy that they're going to outgrow in one season.
In fact, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club says some 13,000 kids across Central Florida attend a club throughout the year, working with reading and math mentors while participating in activities like music, art, robotics, and more. Kids like Ryan and Rania.
I like the games, the food, and the staffs. I like playing with my friends and the teachers. And my favorite food that they make is tacos.
It takes us about $2,500 each year to serve just one child, but we only are charging typically $40 a year for an annual membership fee to our families, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to support coming to us. Over 50% of the kids that we serve on a daily basis are teenagers. They're choosing to come to us every single day, which is why they're asking for this. They're asking for more career exploration. They're asking for more opportunities. Literacy, as we continue to see rates declining, 97% of our children promoted to the next grade level. 100% of our kids graduating high school every single year.
Dear Santa, I want to learn new things, maybe even be the first in my family to graduate college.
That is the greatest gift. At the end of the day, the toys they will outgrow, but you're giving a child a gift of a lifetime.
Well, it's been nearly 2 months since historic rainfall washed out a main thoroughfare in Mount Dora, Wolf Branch Road. Take a look at this video showing the road just destroyed. Since then, crews have been working to raise the road and improve drainage. Tonight, the road is back open, more than a day ahead of schedule. Commissioners say there have been improvements made. All of that allows for Wolf Branch to take on about 3 times as much storm water as before. It's crucial, too, because this road washed out during Hurricane Milton and then again in October. It's an important connection in Lake County. You can see it from a view from our drone. The first car was already coming through right after those barricades were removed.
A lot of people will commute using this road. It's used by folks that their kids are in school at Round Lake. This road connects 441 down to 437, which is that's a major connector road. And so all of this ties into the way that folks get on and off the Wekiva Parkway.
So when Round Lake Charter School is back open from winter break, anyone who has sat in backed up traffic on 46 since October should notice a difference now that Wolf Branch is back open. News 6 community correspondent Catherine Silver asked the chairman about the status of Britt Road, which is still closed. She says the plans are already in place and a more concrete timeline will be released in the new year. Other roads were also impacted, still in recovery mode. We'll keep you up to date on all the repairs on our website. We'll post that latest on our clickorlando.com. All right, time now to check in with our meteorologist, Jonathan Kagas, for a look at that weather. Jonathan?
Yeah, and it's looking pretty good. It's going to be cool tonight, so if you're out early tomorrow, maybe having coffee on the patio or walking the dog early, you might want the jacket. It is going to chill down a little bit tonight. Here's a live look right now. Downtown Orlando with our Light Orlando delivering Hope Skycam. Always quiet. The breeze is backing off a little bit. It's still a touch breezy at times. Out of the west-northwest at about 10 miles an hour. Wind to the mid-60s right now under a mainly clear sky. It's a little cooler, though, northwest of I-4. We've dropped down into the lower 50s in Ocala and Denellen tonight. Palm Coast, we're still breezy. Our gusts coming in about 10, 15 miles an hour. Same deal in Sanford, again, down the I-4 corridor. As we get deeper into the night, high pressure going to sit right on top of us and help to calm those winds a little bit. Here's our cold front from earlier today. If you've been outside over the past couple of hours, it feels a little different. There was a little bit of humidity in the air early this afternoon. That has kind of been wiped clean, and it's cooling down a little bit. That chunk of high pressure pretty much slides right just north of Jacksonville. That's where the winds go completely calm. That's where I'm expecting the coolest air to settle in tomorrow morning. Clouds and rain forecast overnight with that high pressure center close to us. We're going to keep our skies mainly clear as that drier, relatively speaking, cooler air starts to pour in. There's 7 to 8 o'clock on your Saturday morning. We're looking pretty good through the rest of your evening. Things are very nice as well. I think we're going to see a lot of sunshine over the weekend. 60 right now in DeLand. Sanford, we are at 63. You can kind of see I-4, basically the dividing line between the low to mid 60s, even 70s in Titusville still at this hour, to the cooler air where it's in the 40s in Wildwood, hanging in the mid 50s in the villages. So that's kind of the divide that we have right now. Tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up to around 40 degrees in Denellen, lower 50s in Orlando. Temperatures rebound nicely, though, back to the mid to upper 70s. Rain chances pretty much 0%, not only for tomorrow, but for the rest of the weekend. And for most of the week ahead as well. Gorgeous weekend. If you like it on the warmer side, back to the mid to upper 70s, about 5 to 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of the year. 7-day forecast, it's more warmth. 78 degrees on Sunday. Rain chances go up a smidge on Monday. A few extra clouds come back into play. I think most of us are dry, though, from this point on for the next 7 days. There's Christmas Eve on Wednesday. We're back to the upper 70s. We're going to wake up on Christmas morning in the low to mid 50s. That's pretty much right where we should be. And then with the help of sunshine on Christmas Day, we are going to head back to the upper 70s, staying in the upper 70s on Friday, Matt.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. Well, it's the season of giving, right? Well, you won't want to miss this amazing story. Up next, how business owners in St. Cloud are working together to spread cheer in the city.
This big, beautiful Christmas tree decorated in front of City Hall in St. Cloud is just one of the ways they're getting into the holiday spirit here. I'm your Osceola County community correspondent, but what's really special is this secret gift giveaway that's done throughout the community.
Okay, lettuce, tomatoes, fine for that. Business owners by day, Secret Santa helpers by night. 10th Street Deli and Produce in downtown St. Cloud is part of a group of local business owners who are spreading holiday cheer by hiding gifts around town, behind Christmas trees, near City Hall, and all around downtown. Owner Adam Wagner says it's a small way to give back during the holidays.
We basically just pick random areas in town and we try and hide it. And we ask somebody when they find it to take a picture of it and post it on the social media that they found it. And
they started hiding gift cards a few years ago, and it's becoming a tradition.
Just kind of a hide and seek, just fun family tradition that we like to do around this time of year. We try to make it happy for everybody as best as we can.
In St. Cloud, your Osceola County community correspondent Laverne McGee, News 6.
Find all of tonight's stories plus breaking news on News 6 Plus. It's free to download. We'll see you at 11.